everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial kind of thing on how to curl your hair. So yeah, for those that don't know, hair is also another passion of mine, as well as makeup, beauty, skincare, all that kind of stuff, even though it comes under the same kind of thing. So I thought I would show you guys how to curl your hair but with some straighteners, because I know when I was first getting into hair, first getting into beauty, all that sort of stuff, I didn't know how to curl your hair with straighteners. And when I first found out, or when I was first shown by my hairdresser, I was quite surprised at how easy it was, and I actually prefer now using straighteners to curl my hair rather than curling tongs. So I thought I would do a quick tutorial for you guys and yeah, basically show you how to curl your hair with straighteners. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So as you can see, I've moved you in a little bit closer just so you can see in a little bit more detail and a lot more clearer of the step-by-steps of what I'm doing. So to start with, obviously the first thing you will need is to preheat some straighteners. I'm just using my normal GHD straighteners, there's nothing special about them. And then I also prep my hair firstly by brushing it out, which I've already done, and then I use my Tresemme Heat Protect. So this heat protects up to 230 degrees heat, and it also has UV filter apparently, so I suppose that's good. But one tip I will always say, whenever you're using any heat on your hair, doesn't matter whether you're drying it, straightening it, curling it, whatever you're doing, always use Heat Protect, because you don't want your hair to become damaged. And you know, I mean, obviously I straighten my hair every day after I've dried it, and as you can see it's still a little bit dry on the ends. So if you obviously continuously use heat on your hair, then obviously it will dry, but this just helps to protect it that little bit more. So yeah, so what I do, I split my hair at the back just roughly, and then give it a good shake, and then I literally just spray it. I never spray too much because I don't want it to become, don't want my hair to become really greasy from it. Okay, and then I literally just brush it out just so it doesn't all gather and soak my hair, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but hey ho, that's me. Okay, so once I've done that, I always do one side at a time. So I'm obviously going to show you this side because that's the side that I've got you on. So I just take one hair grip, and I always start by halving my hair at the back, as I said before, and I just pop the other side up out of the way just so I don't get any caught in with each other, so I can do one side at a time just because I find that easier. Okay, so once you've brushed it all out, I always start by taking just a little bit at the back, so probably about an inch in thickness, or about that much. So I start by taking my hair straighteners, I'll quickly just straighten that little bit of hair to begin with, and then I start by going down. I always start at the top, and wherever you want the curl to begin, start by turning your hair straighteners. I do it inwards. So you're literally just taking the piece of it and turning the hair curlers, there we go, hair straighteners around, and just start to slowly carry on pulling downwards. Well, not pulling, but you know what I mean. And then just before the end of the hair comes out, I just pop my finger underneath, and then once it's come out, I just take my finger, curl the hair around, and as you can see there, it's curled, and then I just pop it behind so I don't get any caught up. So I'll show you again. So I just take about an inch amount of hair, or however thick obviously you want the curl. So I'll just take about this much of hair, quickly brush it through just to make sure you get all the knots out. I start by straightening it first, but you don't have to do that, that's just my preference. And then I start from the top, go downwards, and then where I want the curl to start, I start turning the straighteners inwards and then curl it around and then just start to gently pull. So obviously you want to do this slowly so the curl is able to hold in, because otherwise if you do it too quickly you're basically just straightening the hair. There's not really anything to it. So just gently coming out, and then just before I get to the end, just pop my finger underneath and then pop it around like so, and then it creates a nice bouncy curl. Now I'll just quickly do the others. One tip that I always, one tip that I learned when I was doing my hair course with my school is to always style or curl your hair or anything like that the day after you've washed it. So always wash your hair, and then say for example if you're going to a wedding or even just prom or an event or anything like that, always wash your hair the night before, because if you curl your hair or do any styling to your hair the day you wash it, your hair's brand new, it's fresh, it doesn't have that, you've just washed all the oils out, all that sort of thing, so it won't be able to hold as well, and it's so fresh that it will sort of slip out, if that makes sense. So you always want to do your hair the day after. So that's why, for example, if you're getting married or you're going prom, always wash your hair the morning or day after. No, before. We don't do it the day after. Do it the day before, so then you can style your hair on the day that you want. Obviously, if you're doing it something like a curly blow dry or something like that, obviously you would do that on the day. Obviously when you're drying your hair. But yeah. I also find curling my hair like this, for me personally, I find it a lot quicker and a lot easier curling it this way than I do with actual curlers. I don't know why, I just find it easier. I find it more comfortable as well, rather than, you know, like holding it around and keeping it there for like 30 seconds, whereas this, it's just really quick, it's really easy, it's really simple. So literally just going down once, start from the top and then start the curl where you want it. So you're literally just going, so you're like twisting your arm round, or your wrist round should I say. Then twist it all the way so your hair flips over the other side, and then start going downwards. It's really easy and simple once you get the hang of it. It took me a couple of goes, but practice makes perfect. And obviously I wasn't able to literally do this overnight. Like I said, it took me a few goes to practice. So don't worry if you don't get it on your first go. And obviously the thicker piece of hair that you get, the bigger the curl will be. So yeah. Again, it just depends on your hair type as well. Again, it's all in the practice. Obviously the thinner the hair as well, the quicker I do it. So like I said, the bigger piece of hair, the bigger the curl, so the few more extra seconds you'll take on it. So as you can see, like so. So obviously this piece is really thin, so I'll just go down really quickly when doing that piece, like so. And then you get a nice bunch of curls, and then what I tend to do is just take my fingers and just run it through. But obviously you don't have to do that. If you like the curls the way they are, you can, or you can take your brush and brush them out so they're nice and more like wavy curls and all of that, like so. So once I've then done that, as you can see, it's sort of, so like I said, once I've done that, I'll then take the hair, I'll twist it while it's still warm. Take another hair grip and just pop it up like that, just so it keeps its shape whilst I'm then doing the second side. So I'll just put a bit more hair heat protect on because it's probably dried off by now. And I always focus on putting heat protect nearer the bottoms of the hair because that's, for me, where I curl the most, and the heat appliance is on the piece of hair longer. Okay, so let me sit more forward now so you can see from a front angle what I'm doing. So once I've then done that, as you can see, I literally just popped this one up, but because of the video I'm just gonna quickly just take it out now. Normally I would leave it on for an extra 5 or so minutes just so it gets that extra time, just as much as this one. Sorry, this video has gone very bad already. I am knackered. But yep, so and then what I then do, I just, without trying to pull the hair, just grab each clip, let it unravel like so, and then take each end and then just try and loosely shake it out. As you can see, this side's gone a million times better than this one, but like I said, for some reason this side never goes great. And then I just give it a shake at the back. Obviously you don't have to do that, but that's just how I like having mine. So then, as you can see, just give some really nice big voluminous, if that's even a word, curls, and it's a lot quicker, I feel, again, than using actual curling tongs. So, you know, and if you don't like your hair like curly like this, then you can get a brush and just brush it out, and then it ends up becoming more bouncy, kind of curly waves like so. And then also you can use hairspray. What I normally do is, just before I go to bed, I normally hairspray it, pop it up in a bun, and then in the morning the curls actually stay. So yeah, I don't know what happened here, but yeah, so that's how you curl your hair with straighteners. That made no sense. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, tell your friends, your family, come say hi, and I will see you in my next video, which, if you see me in the next video wearing exactly the same, in the exact same style, it's because I'm filming a couple of videos tonight, so that's why. But like I said, like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.